Hey there! Do you want GIFs and videos as a wallpaper on your Mac? Do you want to choose whatever videos or GIFs you want? Do you want it absolutely free and not end up like on those clickbait YouTube videos that at the end you have to pay a subscription or an app? Well, you are in the right place. So to start this tutorial, we'll need three things, which again, they are absolutely free. First, we'll need Visual Studio Code, or most commonly known as VS Code. This is an IDE, which is a code editor, which we'll need to make our code in HTML and CSS. I'll explain more later. Second, you'll need Flash. Flash is an app that you can download on the Mac App Store. So what this Flash app basically does is that you copy the URL of any website, paste it, and it will show you like the image or the videos of that website. But since we don't want to use any website or use the internet to use a wallpaper for our Mac, we'll create our own website. It is very simple. So we'll create the HTML code, which will basically be a website it will be locally stored on our Mac. So even if you don't have internet, it will work because it is locally stored on our Mac. And third, you'll need GIFs or MP4 videos, whatever you like. It can be a video of your family, it can be a GIF of an anime, it can be whatever you want. It's your choice. And again, Flash is totally free. It doesn't even have a subscription or anything like that. So now let's go download VS Code. We'll go to our browser and we'll click on download. Once you have downloaded VS Code, you're gonna go to your downloads folder and you're gonna open the zip. And then you'll see that our VS Code app is on our computer. Move it to your applications folder and open it. Okay, now we're on VS Code. You can choose the themes, you can customize it if you know about programming and you like coding in many different coding languages and you want to use this IDE. Just take your time if you want and customize it, download any themes you want or tools. But let's continue with the tutorial. So now let's go install Flash. So go to the App Store on your Mac and search for Flash. Click download. And it is as simple as that. It is now on your Mac, and open it. Here you can see that no windows have been opened. So where is Flash? Well, Flash is on the top of your Mac. So click on the droplet icon and you can see the many options here. Here we have settings, more, add website. So let's click on add website. Here you can see that you can put an URL and a title. And here you can see a button called local website, which is the one we're gonna use to find our local website or HTML file. So just to explain quickly. So the CSS file is basically like the settings of our website. So it's basically like the size of our website, if it's centered or offset, the padding. Next, we have the HTML. The HTML is like the bare bones, like the foundation. So this is just a short explanation, but you can find more information about this on Google. So to start our project on VS Code, we'll have to create a folder first, which will contain our code. So let me call it New Wallpaper Code. You're gonna click Open Folder and open our New Wallpaper Code folder. And here you can see that we have opened the folder. So here you can now create the files inside the folder. So let's click a new file and let's name this first file index.html. And let's create the second file, which will be called index.css. So when you open your HTML file, you're gonna see that it's completely empty. We have to create everything from zero ourselves. If you want to skip the explanation of how this code works, you can just skip to the timestamp that I showed here on the video. And you can take a screenshot or take a photo with your phone and you can copy paste it and you can just be done with it and get your wallpaper working. But if you want to see how it basically works, I'll try to explain it in the best words that I can. So just type href index.css to link it to our other file, Let's make the relation and style sheet. And it is very important to create this link and the reference our CSS file, because if you don't do it, your image is gonna be very small or too big, or it's gonna be like offset or on the sides of the screen, and it's gonna be really ugly. Here we're gonna type video, and here inside the first bracket of the video, let's type class full screen video. Next, we're gonna type autoplay, loop, playing line, and controls. So the autoplay function is very important, because every time you turn on your Mac, it's gonna automatically play like the video or the GIF. Because if you don't put this, every time you turn on your Mac, your video or GIF is gonna be frozen. So you'll have to reload, or you have to like manually start it, and it's very tedious and it's really annoying. So to avoid this, let's just type autoplay. And next, loop is also very important, because let's say for example the video was like a 10-second video and it ended. So when it ends, again, it's gonna freeze. So the loop function will allow us to loop it forever, and it will play and play all over again without us touching a play button or anything like that. Now we'll need the source. So the source is going to be the actual videos or GIFs that we're going to use for our wallpaper. So inside source, you're going to type src or source, and inside the quotation marks, you're going to type our folder. So the folder that you named, for example, mine is live wallpaper. Then you're gonna put a slash. So here you can see that I don't have any videos or GIFs on that folder. So let's get a wallpaper. So let's see. I'm gonna use this Makima wallpaper from Chainsaw Man. Let's copy and paste it onto our folder. You can download this from the internet, or you can create your own. So here you can see that our video is on the live wallpapers folder, and we are done with our HTML file. Now let's go to our CSS file. So to start, we need to type the body, and inside body we have to type display, and let's put the flex. This will allow us to resize freely our video or GIF. Type align content center, so our video or GIF is properly in the center of our screen. Justify content center. Again, this is for our video to be on the center of our screen. Then type height. Let's type overflow hidden. And we're done with the first part of our CSS. Now with the second and final part. We're almost done, guys. Now let's type dot full screen slash video. Again, make sure you're referencing correctly. So let's type position fixed, so our wallpaper doesn't move, overflow hidden, and top 50%, and left 50%. So what is this top and left properties? So these properties are to set like a vertical or horizontal position of our position elements. This is just to have a better centered wallpaper. Let's type our width and our height of our wallpaper. Now we type transform, translate x minus 50% and translate y minus 50%. If by the end of this video your image is too small or too big, you'll have to go back to the settings and tweak them a little bit. Maybe you'll need a lower value or a higher value to make it properly fit on your screen, so it doesn't spill on the outside of your screen or is not too small. It's just trial and error, because for example this MacBook Pro is a 14-inch, but for a 16-inch it's gonna have to be a different size. Okay, now we're done. Make sure to click File and Save or Command S so you save your changes. So now let's move our folder with our files, and you can just leave it on the desktop, or you can just hide it on Downloads folder or on your Documents folder if you want. Now let's open Flash and add website, and on add website we have to click on local website. Here you'll choose the folder that we created with oral files, and here is the URL. This is not like actually an URL, it's just like the path of our folder, and you can just change the title. So let's name it, let's see, my custom wallpapers. Click on add, and here you can see my website, which is called My Custom Wallpapers. And here you can see that now our live wallpaper on our Mac is working, and it looks very cool. So now this final part of the video is just gonna be about tips and quick fixes if you run into any problems. So for example, if your wallpaper stops or you wanna update it to a new wallpaper, you just click reload. A very common problem is that when you open your Mac and your live wallpaper is not there, it is mostly because you don't have your Flash app as an open login app. So let me show you what I mean. So go to system settings, type in open login items or open as login, and here you can see this menu. So here you can click on the plus button and find the Flash application. Click open, and now Flash will automatically work when you open your Mac. So every time you turn it on, your wallpaper is gonna be there. Another common problem for when your wallpaper freezes is settings on your battery. So let's go to system settings again, and let's go to battery. So on battery, here you can see that I have lower power mode, never. So Mac have these options that, for example, if your Mac is not connected to a power cable, your Mac is automatically gonna enter into low power mode. What this will do is some functions of your computer will not work. For example, our Flash wallpaper will not work because since your Mac is in low power mode, it will try to save as much energy as it can. So it will deteriorate the functions of many applications on your computer. So make sure to disable it. So click on never, because if you have it turned on, you can see that the wallpaper is stopped and it looks very creepy. So again, make sure that you go to battery settings and turn off low power mode. Now the final tip for this video is how do I add and change my wallpaper? So again, as I told you, you can create your own wallpapers. It can be videos of your family, it can be maybe an animation you made, or you can download them from the internet. But how do I actually change it? There's no easy button to do this. So in order to change your wallpaper and update it, you'll have to open VS Code and open your HTML file. So I know it is very tedious to go into the HTML file and change it manually. So if whenever you want a new MP4 or GIF wallpaper, but take in mind this is totally free. So I think it's worth the trouble to go into your HTML file and change manually from there your wallpaper. So here you can see that I downloaded one called Sci-Fi Black Hole. Let's click Command Save and we click Reload on Flash. Here you can see my new beautiful wallpaper working. So this is it for this tutorial. Let me know if you guys like it. Let me know in the comment section what kind of videos you want to see next and what you liked and don't liked about this video so I can make better content. Don't forget to hit like and subscribe and to follow me on my other social media, and make sure to share this video with your friends, and I'll see you next time.